Back man. Waiting.
Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
5-9.
It's a 3 for Mike.
What's this?
On first down, Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Oh, yeah.
Go Bandit.
Here we go again.
72.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Third down. 3rd and long.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Watch safety creep.
Hey, Delta.
Safety's creeping.
From the gun, Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Wentz. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Edelman. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunist. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, 20.
Check 53, Mike.
Hey, 66.
Watch the run. Shit.
No, 66.
Now Michelle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Wentz, eluding the pressure right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, high 7.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Forced out to his left. Looking deep for his tight ender. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jamie Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Working from the gun. Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
74.
Smooth. Under crunch. Kill.
They're going to run. It's Sproles. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Darren Sproles, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Going on the ground, it's White. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Brady now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brady deferring to White on the draw. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 3.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. The 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Eagles 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
First down, New England.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check.
Reload.
First down, here's White. And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's got to double up.
72. 72.
Shit. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, wahoo. Hey, hey.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
82. What's up?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
53.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the pass.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Again, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, ball 66.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wait, that wide, 80. Regular. Go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
72.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Big stop, let's go.
Wentz going to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They run with Howard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a 1st down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
Number 53, Mike 53. Now watch one.
Check. The great finish done. 5. What's that?
53.
Sproles. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just
46 down, man. 5-4. Done.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Wentz to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bravo.
Check.
Alert.
Alert
3. 218. Chop it.
Brady gives this to White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
You don't want no problem from me.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Foxtrot. Rip. You draw forfeit.
Hey, turn it up.
Alert.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete. It's Watson. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 99.
22 jet bomber. 22 3D. Hey.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Here's Brady to throw. And Watson has it right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check back.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Hey, Haywood!
Check 52's the
Go Bandit!
52's the Mike. I'll get him.
380, hey!
Get him.
Sugar!
To throw on 3rd down. Brady being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down. File that under something you don't see very often there. Tom Brady's scrambling for the 1st down. Last year, he finally went over 1,000 yards rushing for his career, and you think about it, this is a guy that's been in the league for almost 2 decades. Not the fleetest of foot, but he's showing right there he's got a little mobility in those old legs. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10. Twist on fast ball. 50.
Running out of the gun with White. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Wait, 29. Alpha.
From the gun on third down, Brady. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Let's go, let's go.
After the sack on first down, Wentz, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Banjo. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go, defense.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And it's Michel once again. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Pats, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will...